Sweet.
Here, stuff. Has been.
This one's not for the faint of heart.
Don't. That's a boss later.
Was he?
No, it's not.
Oh. Like, I don't remember. Did I kill that guy again?
Gotcha.
Wait a second, I don't remember fighting him. Was he a boss? I mean, he could have been. You could have just said yes, and I would have believed you, no.
Oh, wait.
Pretty much, yeah. Hey, look, I take a lot of pride in what I've done with the Paragon board for this build, okay? There's no small feat that I've gotten. No, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying this current setup is a labor of love. Because it really is. Like, I love the rogue class, I like the demon hunter, and this gives me at least one of the demon hunter builds that I used to run back in the day back. Because I did the one that had like all the different,
I'm back.
the special form thing that the demon hunter did in Diablo 2, I don't remember. It had like, yeah, you had like multiple different versions of it or whatever. The one that, like, where you put the runes on it, the shadow form or whatever. You had all the runes. I had a build that used the gear set that activated all of the runes. Because I ran that build. I ran there was one with the range, like a lot of the range stuff. I had so many demon hunter builds back in the day.
I crusaded a lot. To no one's surprise.
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, that was part of the armor set. That is the green, like the green set. Yeah, I had that build. I had that build, and I had like 3 other builds I ran on my Demon Hunter back in the day. That was a big thing that they were like, when they talked about the new road for Diablo 4, they said their goal was to try and bring back like the original road from Diablo 1 stuff, but also to try and incorporate as well the Demon Hunter stuff. Because I knew the Demon Hunter was a fan favorite. The trick was just finding the right build to be able to implement it. Oh my God. Well, they added in that Star Shard thing that I used for this build, first built around. That is a new aspect. Specifically. So that's a new thing altogether. Which, to be fair, is what makes it so good.
I don't think we could have random things again.
Yeah. That's fine. I mean, the build's going to be focused around the CC. That's what we set it up for. you're gonna have to play through the Festival of Hatred to unlock them. But when you do, the primary mercenary you're gonna have is going to be Variana, the barbarian chick, and your other one is going to end up being Rahir. He's gonna be the worst mercenary or whatever.
Ah, that's cleaving all the meat from the bone.
Right, X-Balls. Let me actually read what this does, because I'm pretty sure I have one or two in my stash somewhere. Fuck! How do I not have an X-Balls? I could have sworn I picked one up.
Okay.
Do we know who drops that?
Duriel.
Fuck me. Yeah. We
All
didn't
right,
even do our time
barb.
build. Yeah. I thought I had one, I guess I didn't.
You probably deleted it. You did make the comment when me and Chris were talking about how good it is for my build. About you always deleted it because we were both like, always like, ew, gross. To be fair, there's not many people who can truly take advantage of an X-Ball. Barb's really the road. that Max Timberlake does not mean I'm not going to murder every single one of you because you're all native experience. Buzzsaw of destruction. Oh, it's boss fight time. I'll try you. Squad of enemies that I just carved my way through. How down here? That's crazy. Really just fucking game? You cheaty bitch. Standing in the spot that says I'm not supposed to get hit. Why am I getting hit by this? Bitch, I wasn't talking to you. Fucking whore biscuit. You know, thinking about it, I bet this build freaking cooks for the Vessel of Hatred. The trick's gonna be finding the gear that the aspects you need. Which, thinking about it, I probably could start keeping an eye out for those for you. I was talking about the aspects, not the affixes. I know. I'm just saying. I can go ahead and start trying to keep an eye out for them. The basic attack that we used is the Blade Shift enhanced to primary. The core skill, we didn't buy any core skills. All we did was buy 3 ranks in Stutter Step, 3 ranks in Target Practice, 3 ranks in Sturdy, and 3 ranks in Siphoning Strikes. That's all you want out of the core. There is no need for core skill. The agility stuff, obviously Dance of Knives. Buy all of Stutter Step, all of Target Practice, all of Sturdy, all of Siphoning Strikes. On the agility section, you're getting Shadow Step for the Unstoppable, and I just bought Enhanced, which dazes and applies Vuln for 3 seconds. And then, obviously, no. We thought about it at one time, but there's just no real reason to, because we're going to take advantage of Dark Shroud, and specifically the, give me a second, I gotta find it, the Umbrous aspect, because every time you crit, you will just have a chance to generate a Dark Shroud. So there's no reason to worry about any kind of DR from anywhere else. Also on the agility stuff, you want to buy all the ranks of Weapon Mastery, Trick Attacks, and Unstable Elixirs. Because we take it... yes, we bought Smoke Grenade as well. I have 4 ranks in Dark Shroud, and then I have the Enhanced Dark Shroud and Countering Dark Shroud. But I have 1 rank in Smoke Grenade with Enhanced and Countering Smoke Grenade. Hitting an elite or a boss reduces your cooldown. Yeah. The other stuff you're going to get there is going to be, you're also going to make sure you get Malice and Exploit. As me and Chris said, though, for the leveling purposes, you want Cold Imbue, and I want to say it was mixed Cold Imbue, because that'll make your Cold Imbued skills deal 20% more damage to crowd-controlled enemies, and it's doubled against frozen enemies. And once you get it up and running, once you get it far enough along, you're going to be able to never have to stop channeling, which means you're always going to be doing you're going to always be getting a 40% increase to damage against frozen enemies. And yeah, that's what it was. We did do that mixed. But yeah.
Greetings.
Interesting. Oh, I do need to go empty my inventory though. Oh, hey, look at that. Star shards. Found you a star shard, sick.
You take care now.
Just gonna throw it in my stash. Show up in your game and just maul everything. Though you shouldn't be having too many issues, honestly. Me and Chris sure didn't. You should. Even in the early stages, without aspects, the build cooked. Like me and Chris with no jewels, no glyphs, no paragon points spent, like nothing done for the build, or able to just jump straight into normal difficulty 2 with this build. It wasn't here. I had like 4 aspects. No actual gear whatsoever. No paragon points spent and no jewels in the build at all. And this build just jumped straight into Order 2. Once you get your movement speed to the point where you never have to stop channeling, it can just maul. That's my point, though. Imagine when you don't stop. Yep. Yeah, those charges refill fast. I don't remember. I don't think that's very far. I know you're not very far into the game. I don't remember where that is. Oh, okay. It's still okay. Oh, that's right. You haven't met Burnt Face Man yet. Though you should be getting close to me. These are really 50. Juggernaut is good, but it is. We're not gonna use it. Well, it's just Juggernaut's good for certain classes, like. Say for instance, the sword. I could use it on the sword, or even like a druid, and it would be great. But I don't use it on the road because you have Dark Shroud, which gives you DR. Especially once we can find you an Umbrus. Because this build has so much intrinsic crit chance you don't even need to have it on your gear to be able to crit. Like, I have a stream, like, if you go, I think you have my, if you go to my YouTube and look at my stream, or you saw it, you've seen it in action. You remember all the yellow numbers I generate? That's all crits. I don't ever not crit. I'm not even built for it. There's just so much stuff in the skill tree passively that generates crit chance. I never have to build, like, as a rogue, you don't have to build a crit. You just can do it. So really, you can just build for crit damage on all of your gear and be happy. Crit and bone, really, you could just build for on the rogue.
And I'm back!
Hey,
What a miss.
gone. I swear, you know, maybe you did say you really did. And I just missed it. Sig is working his way through the...
My build is still suffering. I think I'm just going to hop on my big character, get a bunch of chests, and finish up my rogue.
You should. He's meeting around the bridge.
What's his name?
Oh, yes, it's Cigarillo.
What's his name again? It's like Phil, isn't it?
Burnt Face Man.
Yeah, Phil.
Like I said, Burnt Face Man.
Farshawn is available. Darn. Would you like to go kick it in the face?
Let me finish.
Yeah, feel free to join once you're done, of course.
I'm running Undercity runs for runes. I am trying really hard to get this box running.
Oh, is Undercity like the best place to find runes or something?
From what Chris said, it's basically any of like the legendary runes that you just cannot find. Your best bet is just to live in the Undercity. Because you get, by doing that, you get guaranteed 4 runes every run. With those runes, if you build a stockpile, you can go to the jeweler and sit there and just gamble, which is what I did. I probably did like 50 gambles and didn't get a single Bach. My soul hurts. But those runes were just from me doing stuff. That wasn't from me doing this. So now I am just burning all of my Tribute of Harmony tributes.
Well, it sounds like Sick is having a wonderful time. Aw, did somebody get stabbed? Like a little bitch.
You said Varshawn?
Yes, Farshawn. I'm already there.
I figured. I was about to ask if you were already there. Party campaign, what?
Oh hey, you're higher in Paragon than I am now.
Why am I in the middle of nowhere, Neil?
I don't fucking know.
I literally teleported to you, and it just dropped me in next to a bunch of snakes.
I hate these guys.
You had to have just gone into the fucking doorway when I teleported.
No,
to you.
I wasn't. I was right here.
Fucking.
What the hell was that?
Me popping my ult.
You dumb motherfucker, you better not floor us. He's flooring us.
No, he's getting ready to.
You better not. Don't you do it.
Can't do it.
You stop that. You stun him. Stun him before. Oh, never mind. I'm still
He
dead
literally
anyways.
beat you to death with his tentacles. You just stood there and let him happen.
No, I moved behind him, and he still didn't care.
Floor.
Oh, that's the floor. Ow. Don't know what happened to me there. Because he was looking at you. It's okay. I died right as you stunned him. Yeah, that's really what it is. In order to get my resistances up, I'm going to have to start crafting occult gems, as well as finishing out my paragon board. I've got, what, 27 and it's 300. So I've got
Well, I don't even need all
73
300.
points left.
I don't need all 300 to finish my paragon the way I want to.
Well, I just started my last board. You whore.
Wow.
Okay, well that happened.
Cool. Tree box. We're down here.
You invite the wrath of not
Fuck
one,
off.
but thousands.
Sweet dungeon button.
It does that to you too, huh? Changes the fucking page and then it's like, hey, here's your taunt.
Like mid me trying to select it, like, excuse me.
It's not what I wanted. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to doing what I was doing.
You're
Bye.
good. Ooh, collection of rings. Maybe I'll get next balls. Probably not.
Yep, that's a Duriel fight.
Again, it's just going straight into my stash. I think I've got some. I've got like maybe 3 or 4. Let's see if that gets me a level. Good. Yeah, because Chris was like, yeah, here's some of the items you're going to need. Great. What skills do I need to invest in? I have 54 skill points and I don't know what to do with them.
He didn't tell you what skills to buy.
No! I'm like, I'm just sitting, because he's like, hey, I'll help you with this build, because I know you want to, because I know you saw it, and I know you want to do it. I was like, cool, thanks, please tell me how to do it. Yeah, you're going to need this, or you're going to need this, or you're going to need this over here. And this will really come in handy. You're going to want this, too. I was like, okay, cool.
The problem is, like, that's fucking hilarious. Like, I would help you, but I don't know what he did
You don't
with
know
it,
it either.
because I was going to change that build at some point, because I'm like, yeah, I want to do that, too. It looks like it'd be a lot of fun. And then, you know, Quad Greater Affix X-Falls happened, and suddenly I don't care. I am probably going to change my build once I see this all the way through to the final legendary. It's such a long way to go.
But yeah, he gave me like a pair of Beastfall boots, and he gave me a Sky Hunter he wasn't using. I was like, cool, I need those. I think he also gave me a pair of arms, because I don't think he used Fist of Fate for it.
No, I don't think he uses Fist of Fate in that build. I use Fist of Fate in the build I'm running purely because of all of the CC that it applies, because of how I'm set up.
Yeah.
Like, my build is designed, like, the Dance of Knives build is very much about CC, which is why I have control in my board. I was originally thinking of doing the diminished lift, and at some point I might still test it just to see how it feels. But I'm really happy with what control does in this build.
Well, I jumped up and got another Sky Hunter. Is it better? 212, 224.
Look at that potion on the ground. Let's grab that real quick.
Now this one's actually better. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me, I've leveled up. Now I have 57 skill points. I don't know what the fuck to do with.
So what, you just been farming the boxes on the other characters and hacking them off?
Yep.
So that's one way to level a character.
Yep.
Yes, I read it to the guys. No hate it. Sick, thought it was hilarious. Yep. Good barbecue.
Oh, I need to do the rogue potential too, probably.
Yeah, because that'll unlock your ability to use preparation, which is what Chris is taking advantage of.
Right, makes sense.
Because of the ult, yeah.
Oh yeah, bonus XP from all realms. Let's claim that, see if we level up again. No, put us at halfway from the next level. Let's go ahead and go back to another character, got more bombs. Honestly, I think I might just drop it back down to Torment 3.
Honestly, before I got my road to where she is now, Torment 3 was the better option, but I'm to the point now with where my glyphs are on this character that Torment 4, outside of like certain boss fights, is a breeze.
for me right now, it's just like I can do it. It just hurts, and I have to like make sure I'm like paying attention.
Yeah,
I kind of just want to turn my brain off and just.
Yeah, you don't quite have all of this adaptability you need for either.
No, I need to get that first. For me, that's really what it is. I need more survivability.
Well, you need to farm the headhunt farms, you need to farm specifically with the drag to drop active so you can get the heads.
Yep. I need the heads, I need to make the gems because those give me both armor and resistance. I know.
You also need to farm a metric yet ton of like the other jewels themselves to be able to craft them. Oh, good lord.
Yeah, now back on Torment 3, everything just like dies in less than a second. I am a V8 Hellcat again.
Nice. Okay. Leave dungeon. If I can make it to 238, I will get another node for intelligence, which will boost my damage against CC'd enemies by like another 16.6%, I think. 17%, just another flat 17%. Which means I will go up to 132.6% damage to crowd-controlled enemies. Back into the Undercity I go. Would be this character that clears 25 and runs at the friggin' Undercity.
That's a pride.
First.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like I said, I was the first one of our group to scale really high. Got to Torment 3 first. And
to be fair, the thing I've mentioned about this build is while I have mine where it is now, mine took a much longer path to get to where it is. yours scaled a lot faster than mine did. Mine, now that I have the right... Because the big thing is, my build is very... It needed very specific pieces of gear with very specific affix.
Mine didn't, but now one. Okay, that makes sense.
Now, at level 60, with just like 4 of the aspects, not affixes, aspects that I needed for the build, this thing can jump straight to Torment 2. But it's a very specific thing. What does countering do? Gain what?
Crit chance.
That one. Because like I said, with Umbrus, every time you crit, there's a chance to generate a Dark Shroud. So you want that. Exploit and Malice are max. I put 4 ranks into Dark Shroud. I had 5, but I moved 1 to take advantage of something for the poison. Which, since you're still leveling, you could max it. But only because you're still leveling. Become CC off the rip of the fight. I don't like you very much.
That's the other thing, I'm not going to be able to get that pet until I start doing something Torment 4, because pretty much Destroyer, all of it is required.
Yeah, everything on that thing is Torment 4.
The fuck is Unbroken Chain? Never seen that before.
Unbroken Chain?
Ancestral unique amulet for barb only. Casting Steelgrass reduces Iron Maelstrom's cooldown.
Oh, I think that's the new one.
I am using Steelgrass, but I am not using it. And if I was, I'd be using Wrath of the Berserker, because just doing way more damage for Berserking is always better.
Yeah, and as a barbarian, there's so many ways to proc.
It just pisses me off that Iron Maelstrom just does not do a lot of damage. It's an ult.
Oh shit, I need to be looking at this stuff. Oh, that's from the Varshan run we did. Oh, that's neat.
Let's see if I can find 3 frogs in less than a minute. There's one.
I feel like the frogs are pretty easy to find. Sometimes. And then sometimes you spend forever looking for them.
There's another one. What's this over here? Ah, Dispel. I think you only need to find 3 for that. I've got 40 seconds.
Once I get started, I can't be stopped.
Okay.
Alright, that's Dispel. I probably am not going to be able to get anything else in the next 3 seconds.
I do want, at some point, to finish actually doing, like, the seasonal ranks. Because I still haven't.
Oh, real?
Dude, I'm only at rank 17. Yes, it is. We pair it with synergy. So while that is fun for leveling purposes, because trust me, I used it, you actually going to be taking full, your necklace is going to have synergy on it because of the 50% boost it gives it. Because every time you throw a smoke grenade, that's subjugate. And then you immediately start dancing knives, and hey, you've given yourself a damage bomb. Oh yeah, no, 100% leveling. It is so much. Oh, fucking snakes. I hate these snakes. I just sound weird for the game. I set off so many explosions at once with fucking audio bugged. Willow, I admire your dedication to just licking it until it gives you the treat. Even though that's not how that works. I got a couple of those. They have to work treats or whatever, and Willow is just licking the living shit out of it, trying to get the treat out of it. You don't want the treat. Last night when she was messing, when she finally gave up, she just gave me this look like, this is not how I'm supposed to get my treats. She was very upset. Nice. I will have to look at the gear to remember what I'll... I know you want cutthroat. We need the cutthroat. want to say, I have to look. You have to let me finish this Undercity run so I can look at them. But there's, the Cutthroat has Vuln on it, and the way this build is set up is it relies heavily on Vuln damage, actually over crit damage. Once you're able to get into the witchcraft stuff, or the witch powers, I will worry about that. Because you're not going to be able to take full advantage of it. Because you got to get through the DLC before you can touch the witch powers. Inventory, L2. Yeah, the fire badge was like a good starter. That's the one I do actually use. So like I said, it's just funny watching a bunch of bats rank down. At some point I need to get the rest of my gems together because I know which ones I'm going to be using for this thing. One of them is on having both Hex and Aura effects on the enemy, and we do the Hex and the Aura in the build.
If you got a good balance of both like the green, the pink, and the purple ones, you could try Breath of the Coven.
I do.
Well,
yeah,
you have to have at least one of each.
Well, see, I'm using 3 Eldritch. Actually, I'm using 4 Eldritch. There's the Fire Bats, Shaken Soul, there's a couple of... I'm not at a place where I can look at them because I am on a timetable. Since I'm in the
You're good,
city.
you're good. It's just a friendly suggestion, because I do like using that one.
If it wasn't for the build that I'm using and how important it is for me to have the things that I have, I would probably do something else. But this build is very contingent on the ones that I have. Especially Shaken Soul, since I am all about vuln damage, and while Exploit does apply it, that 20-second cooldown is a bitch.
I was like, I don't think I ever showed you my build at all, because I know we've talked about it, but I don't think I've shown you mine like everybody else has shown you theirs.
You have strength. I wonder, are your fangs as mine?
Actually, not a fun fact, not a single ultimate in sight. Just people out there living the
Shadow
just living their lives.
Shadow Ball.
Running now, sisters.
I have become your prey.
Yeah, Shadow Clone is our ult. Alright, I'm on our timetable. I'm done with this run. So, the witch powers that I'm using are Fire Bats, Purging Touch, so my Eldritch effects deal 40% increased damage to all enemies. I have Shaken Soul, so all of my Eldritch effects apply Vuln, and because I have it at max level, I want to say it's like rank 10, but because of where I have it, my Psyche and Growth and Decay damage apply Vuln as well. And then I have Hex of Flames, where a lucky hit has up to a 60% chance to inflict Hex of Flames, and when I damage an enemy afflicted by it, I deal additional fire damage, and if it's activated by a critical strike, they explode. And I always crit, so they always explode. Yes, you're going to do Cold Imbuement first. Enhanced mixed. Yeah, you're taking advantage of the fact they're going to be crowd controlled, and when you freeze them with Cold Imbue, you're going to get 40% increased damage. And you want to get chilling. You want both of those with Cold Imbue. When we are able to get you a Fist of Fate, you're going to shift from Cold Imbue to Poison Imbue, and you're going to drop Chilling Weight because you're never going to chill anybody. But for now, both Chilling and Frigid. You also want to get Precision Imbuement. Yep, it's the top
Sick,
one
what
on the
level
left.
are you?
Imbued skills are going to gain crit chance.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, I've got a frickin' Fist of Fate I'm not using, but it wouldn't matter, you need to be 60.
Yeah, all the uniques require level 60 now. But, yeah, you want Precision Imbue because of what it's going to do for your crit chance. You are also going to max out the Shadow Clone. You're going to max it out and you're going to get Prime and Supreme. You're also going to get Impetus down there on the ult. The skill assignment? So, X is still Blade Shift. I have my ult tied to my square. And R2 is actually Dance of Knives. Because I actually run with my middle finger on R2, and I use my index to pop the smoke grenade. L2 should be your imbue. And triangle should be your shadow step to be able to break any CC. Now, once you buy the upgrade to Shadow Clone, it will also give you a break for CC. Because it will give you stealth and unstop. Triangle is my shadow step. That's how I have it set up. Because that's my reflex. I've had it there for so long that my reflex when I get CC'd is to tap triangle. So if I moved it now, I would fuck myself.
Yeah, I could probably use a better layout for my controls too, but I'm so used to it now at this point.
I was used to holding square, and it took me a little bit to get used to not holding square for Dance of Knives, but once I moved it to R2 and made it a habit of always holding R2, it's so much easier.
Dude, that's like what I do for just about every single build.
Did he get the expansion?
Yes.
Welcome to hell.
He did. With a little help.
Ah, the old ones. Cthulhu raised his hand.
Oh yeah, sick. So, if you are interested in something not roguish,
The V8 Hellcat.
yeah, because I'm the only one who hasn't shown his build to him.
What is this?
No.
Whore.
No.
Well, if you're watching, let me actually do something useful.
Thanks.
Where's Saragar? It's somewhere. There you are. I'll just give you a bit. No. Please, I don't hate myself. We'll just do 260. Nice, chill run. Where I don't have to think too much.
The pit was a tree bug thing earlier, Chris, so I ended up just doing 5 runs to get all the way up to 64 on all of my glyphs.
Nice. Is the armory still down?
I didn't know it was down.
Whoops.
Yes, it's down because it was causing crashes.
I
And they
never
couldn't
used
figure
it, so
out-
I didn't know.
They couldn't figure out why. You know, the funny thing here is that almost every single one of the people were involved in Outbreak.
You're gonna give me a second. I didn't realize I was goofed up. I was watching YouTube while I was eating dinner, and I adjusted my audio mix, and I never readjusted it. I can't hear anybody except for Neil for some reason. Because we're not happy. There we go. Oh my god, I can hear again. To be fair, you don't actually get to sit and spin. It forces you to move the entire time you're channeling.
How about this? Is this more entertaining? Yes. I just did a bunch of rushing infinite rushing claw.
Gotta go for you!
Meth! All the meth! More! More!
What?
More!
Yeah, the Jaguar is basically just Sonic on that.
It's all about going as fast as fucking possible and critting like a shit ton.
It's all about having as much attack speed as humanly possible, going as fast as possible, and critting all of the time.
And critting as much as possible, which is yes.
My favorite
Which,
part
by critting,
is
you attack faster, which means you move faster, which means you crit more. It's a circle. It's all a circle. You're Sonic the Hedgehog, but red. No.
Shadow wishes. He does too much shadow damage and edging.
Oh my god, Shadow Goons!
No, he doesn't. That's why he edges.
He is the true edgelord.
Giggity goo.
Giggity giggity.
Yeah, because so I've got my. So yeah, my normal attack speed goes about this fast, but anytime I cast my ult, I go even faster.
So,
And I just have a chance to get my ult back whenever.
Derm, did you hear that that Trump had a little get together on like Monday with some of his close friends and family?
No, I did not.
Could you imagine how it would be if somebody in that room was like, "So Don, how was your weekend?" Well, it was kind of a slow weekend. I got Guatemala to get those hostages released. I got Mexico to back down, and they now agreed to help with the border. They also sent a bunch of military people over here. I got Canada to punch itself in the face.
Canada did
How?
that without him doing it. Tried to fight, tried to go toe-to-toe with tariffs and lost.
And in them doing this, in confusion, they hurt themselves because them trying to go toe-to-toe with the United States in a tariff war basically made all of their major businesses, their top 5% companies, were all like, yeah, we're not going to pay those tariffs. We're going to relocate to the United States. See you later.
Yeah.
Ah. See,
Yeah.
I was wondering because I heard that that Canada was just going to tariff us right back, so I was wondering what was going to happen if we were going to get fucked or not.
See,
No,
here's the
their
thing.
their top
We have
companies are like, nah, fam.
They have nothing that we import other than syrup.
Yep. Oh no.
Here we go. Lost my time.
But you go with all of that, and then it's like, oh yeah, and I also got Hamas to agree to a ceasefire because they decided to fire a warp missile at one of our boats, and we decided to instantaneously lock onto every single one of their hard targets in a 400-mile range.
Hey, you remember that new missile that we created that we could launch from across the horizon? You guys
Off of
did.
a fucking jet?
Yeah. You... Literally everyone else in the world. You did what now? That is horrifying to think
The
about.
thing that I love is that Habitual Line Crosser did a video on that, and then he goes to the Great Britain character and America. What possessed you to make this? Well, at this point, I'm just competing with myself, and no one else has done it yet, and I sure as hell haven't done it yet. So why the hell not?
Pretty much.
Also, wait, I got my glyphs up to 45. Why isn't the legendary node active?
You gotta activate it one more time.
You've got to get.
Are you fucking serious? So it's
You
not level
gotta hit
45. It's level
46.
46.
Yeah, they said it was level 45. I was supposed to activate, but no, it's actually level 46.
Okay, I'm gonna need y'all
In
to fucking
true
like
Blizzard
understand
fashion,
human English.
They.
Oh, so, by the way, the reason why the armory was crashing the game, people started doing data mining and trying to find out why, because Blizzard couldn't figure out why, in typical Blizzard fashion. Because, you know, all of our experienced devs fucking quit or get fired.
What? No. They would never fire people who know how to work on their games.
Thor would like a word on your sarcasm.
Thor
quit, but he was also about to get fired, he said a few times.
To be fair, some of the shit he does, it's no wonder he almost got fired.
But, so data miners were like, well, fuck it, we're going to go in and find out then, since these guys are idiots. Took them 20 minutes. So, the reason why the armory was crashing the game is the same reason why the stash boxes were crashing the game. The game is generating everyone's loadouts in the same instance.
Oh my god.
They use the same source code. And so, you know, in typical Blizzard fashion, you'd figure that, hey, let's rewrite the source code so that that doesn't get fixed. Right? From a logical programmer standpoint, that'd be a good place to start, right?
You would think.
Nah, have you noticed that there's a lot less people in town when you're there now?
No. I hadn't.
Yeah, they made it so that half of the people can queue into the same instance in town at the same time. So they bought more server space to make more instances and refused to fix their fucking source code.
But they already have the source code to fix it.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Blizzard!
Huh?
Yeah, they're retarded.
I felt myself lose brain cells to you saying that.
I I lose brain cells
You
thinking
literally
about it.
wrote new source code to fix the stashes. And rather than just use that, you made new code to limit the number of people in town.
Because, and I quote, it would take too many resource hours to rewrite the code, so we rewrote a different code
Instead of the one that's actually breaking shit.
But you already have the code to fix it. Blizzard. How hard is it to copy something?
apparently quite.
Oh my god.
I don't think I can repeat the story because Derm might actually have a stroke.
Go ahead.
So
I'm not gonna be happy about it.
the armory was disabled for a little bit, so you could actually put loadouts in. Blizzard, and I quote, was trying for like, 'cause I mean, it's been down for like almost the entire season at this point. It was up for like 3 days, and then it's been down the whole time. No, Blizzard couldn't figure out why. Couldn't figure out why. Couldn't figure out why. So the internet, being the internet, since Blizzard likes to fire and or force all of their people to quit, the internet does what the internet does and starts digging in. And so in the original vanilla version of Diablo, how we were having that issue with stash tabs and it was crashing the game once people got into the season a little bit and everyone had the maximum amount of stash tabs because it was generating everyone's stash in everyone's instance. Yeah, that's going on with the armory. So it's generating everyone that's in town's armory instance at the same time, which is an issue that they already had, and they have now fixed with the stash tabs. This is an important note for later. So the logical programmers among us would say, hey, let's delete the source code that we fucked up and use the old stash source code, which made it generate in everyone's world. Let's just get rid of that and use the new one, right? You know, fix the source code so that it operates correctly. Logical step, right? Yeah. Make a plan, execute the plan, plan goes off the rails, throw the plan away.
They got confused and stuck their dick in a blender. There wasn't even a fucking blender involved.
There wasn't a blender involved. They went and bought a blender to stick their dick in. They decided,
joking.
as opposed to fixing the source code
With source code they already have.
instead of replacing it with the stash source code to make it so that it's yours only in the instance, it only propagates for you. Nah, we're gonna throw that straight out the fucking window. We're gonna rewrite the source code for the city and make it so that not so many people can spawn in at the same time. Less than 50% of the people who were able to spawn in before can spawn in now.
Because it would take too long to just copy the other source code instead of rewriting the entire source code for cities. They got confused, sick, went out and bought a blender and stuck their dicks in it.
Instructions unclear, stuck dick in blender.
You're
There
not even in the
wasn't
kitchen.
even
Went to
a
Walmart,
blender.
bought blender, stuck dick in it.
There wasn't even a blender involved. Where did you get it? Oh, we went and bought it. ¿Por qué?
Why are these people so retarded?
Swear to
How much time you got?
God.
Like, This is a prime example of what happens when you put too many warning labels on and let stupid people sue for being stupid. We get offspring like this.
See, this would have been hilarious. I would have loved to death if your dad was working there at this point. Like, sudden new job opportunity. Going in and doing IT for him. And he overhears this conversation and is just like, why don't you guys just do the one that you already fixed? Well, no, that would take too long. And then he just walks into the room, copy, paste, delete. There, it's done. Then just turns around and walks out. No need to thank me.
It would have taken, like... Okay, so you would have had to change some of the if-then statements and stuff like that. Sure. But that's... changing...
It's better than generating an entire new code.
The entire coding behind the cities? To lessen the amount of people in them? ¿Por qué? Like, Blizzard. What the actual fuck?
Oh my good heavens.
Good words, sir.
It appears someone has belched.
I don't know why when you did that, Neil, I thought of that video clip of the guy pretending to be gay. I may not know flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one. Fucking...
You dirty bitch! Look what you've done to my peonies! They're marigolds!
So,
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one.
These back and forths here just reminded me I watched it last night before I crashed out. Has anyone else here seen Record of Ragnarok?
I have not.
Really
I know
good.
What it is.
Really good.
The Jack the Ripper.
Oh my god. Phenomenal.
Sits there and chucks the knives out, and then just Hercules just beats the shit out of all of them. Just like, you think these could touch a god? And then he just runs away, and then a few seconds later chucks out a bunch more. And, sir, haven't we gone over this? Mortal weapons have no effect on me, and they just get skewered like a pincushion. And then, well, I thought that those were your divine treasure. And then he just, well, you see, sir, serial killer happened to be quite adept at lying.
I'm fucking... Dude, the Jack the Ripper Hercules fight is so fucking good.
I just got into the second episode of it where he starts fucking piano darting fucking knives everywhere.
It is so good. It is one of my favorite... It is one of the best fights in the series so far.
And the one thing that I finally got, I gave it a chance off of a Reddit recommendation.
Bro,
I am not disappointed, but the one thing that everybody said in the comments is that this is like the fight, and everyone started just, with this vague reference, everyone was just like, you know, just an FYI, shit's about to pop off when the monocle comes off. The monocle just came off at the end of this episode. And that line at the end, because you can see his aura, and he just, I wonder what color you'll turn when the life bleeds out of your godless corpse.
I fucking love...
I'm sorry, what?
Yes. Oh my god, just thinking about it gives me goosebumps. It is by far one of the coolest fights.
But the one thing that I will say, that Adam fight was fucking badass.
Oh, it was. It absolutely was. Adam, the
Holy
first man, like...
Against Zeus.
He doesn't even look like he would be that strong.
And he's sitting there just beating the brakes off of Zeus in Titan Killer form.
Yes. It is an absolutely fucking awesome anime. Like, I have not been I was not disappointed with any of what I saw of it. I don't know if any more has come out, because I watched everything that was on Netflix at the time. There was only 2 seasons.
I did look ahead in the manga to see who the next participants are that are coming up. And, they better hurry the fuck up and animate this next fight. Because you want to know who's fighting? Loki. And you want to know who Loki's fighting?
Please tell me.
Simo Haya.
I'm sorry. Loki is fighting Simuhaya.
But the thing that I'm sitting there and I'm really wondering is what the fuck is going to, like how is his Volund gonna work? How is his Volunder gonna work? Is it gonna be the bullets?
Oh god, that's...
It's an interesting theory there. I can't wait to see it, but god damn it, they better hurry the fuck up and animate that shit. Also, Neil, at your behest, I'm reworking the Necro, and we're gonna see what happens.
Like I said, if you want, I can give you details. See if you can maybe improve upon the design.
I've got the general gist, and I'm kind of running amok with it right now. I'm just trying to find words to use that would actually benefit what I'm going for.
Like I said, I'm using the one that pulls enemies in, because right now, really, my biggest thing is just generation of essence. So, pulling enemies in means I can hit them more. If I hit them more, I generate more essence.
That's the one that I'm trying to actually...
Because, unfortunately, Reap actually has the least amount of essence generation out of all of them. Because it's only 4. It's intended to, like, mass sweep things.
Yes.
So if you've got, like, something pretty weak, and it doesn't have all that much, you're kind of boned.
That's mainly going to be the to-do list tonight, is I'm going to rework that, because my main thing here is, while doing a basic build would be cool, I think I'm going to trend away from that a slight bit, and I'm going to need a basic probably until I can get enough resource cost. Oh wait, I got a Ring of Starless Skies, I forgot about that. Anyway.
Nice. I don't care what anybody says, I still think that's the best one.
It is. It works for any and all fucking builds. God, could... Chris... You know, you could take advantage of that Ring of Starless Skies in your fucking rogue build.
In my rogue build? No, I can't.
You burn energy.
I burn all of my energy.
Yes, but it would still proc it.
It just does resource reduction.
It also increases your damage.
Does damage.
Every time it procs, it reduces cost by 10% and increases your damage by 10%. Yeah.
Forgot about that little caveat.
Yeah, and they fixed it so that it actually works with channeling shrines now. So that's 50% extra damage that it could do.
Okay, so that is...
Because I remember the very base, very early on, Ring of Starless Skies would not work with channeling shrines. And it always drove me fucking crazy. Alright, boss fight time.
Hey, Chris, what else do I need besides Beastfall and Sky Hunters for this build?
Word of Hakans,
Who do I get that from?
Riddles.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah,
Because I haven't fought him enough!
And the big thing for that Rain of Arrows that you
hey,
need,
you know
this
what you
one
should
is-
do, Neil? Asking
Oh,
where
yeah.
your skill points go.
Yeah, you know, you've been giving me all this stuff, like you gave me like 2 uniques, and I've got like 54 skill points I don't know what the fuck to do with.
But the big thing with the Word of Hakan, you
Yeah.
have to get a GA on the cooldown reduction on your Rain of Arrows.
Gotcha.
That is, unless you want to lose the ability to do aspects and tempering on half of your gear, because if you don't get that, you're going to have to get cooldown reduction and ultimate cooldown reduction literally everywhere you can.
I don't suppose you have a spare.
Actually, I don't believe. Let me double check here.
Just thought I'd check.
I have one that has a max roll on the Rain of Arrows cooldown reduction.
Did I not, Derm? Did I give you one already?
I already
that had
have.
a GA?
I have.
You already
I,
had one, so
I
yes.
you
okay,
found.
I do
you
have
had,
one.
You
I,
had one that had just the one because I had one that had the greater affix on ult and the cooldown.
Yeah, I mean this.
I mean, we could just farm for it at some point.
Yeah, like it's usually a pretty quick get.
It's new.
Of course.
He's gonna get screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will.
When I
Just
actually
the way it
want
goes.
something, it's just, yeah. I'm not just like fucking around.
I got you the hardest one. The GA on resource on the Beastfall boots.
It was movement speed, but okay.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Movement speed. Oh, it was it was max on the resource. That's what it was.
Oh, okay, okay. That still works, doesn't it? Or does it need to be
Maybe.
GA?
If you can
Okay.
get-
Oh, you know what? I'll take maybe.
If you can get the
It's a
temperings to hit
hard
twice on it,
maybe.
if you can get the temperings to hit twice on it, then yes.
It's a soft. I have no fucking idea because I have a GA on mine.
No, it's a hard maybe because you have to get a double
2 hits.
hit.
And it's already hard to get the double hit on there.
Because that's the one that everybody wants, so therefore nobody fucking gets it. Except for the streamers.
Well, why don't I just buy one from a streamer?
Because you can't. As soon as they temper it, then you can't trade it.
That's right. Tempering, and well, masterworking and tempering both account lock the gear. That's why you can't temper something and then sell it for billions of gold.
Which is hilarious because you can do that with Rivens and people expect you to just pay out the ass. Like, no thanks, I'll just do it myself. I also farm this game.
Yeah.
I'll have to get back on my rogue to see what it is. But I'm pretty sure the Beastball boots I have are the GA is movement speed. But I cannot tell you what the maximum resource is. Or was it chance for ult again? I don't remember. You know what? This headhunt is looking pretty dry, like I've done all the events. I'm just going to travel to the other one.
I usually, once I finish farming one, we'll start looking for whichever one has the longest amount of time left on it, and then I move. Because those zones only last for 4. Why do I keep getting staggered?
The only thing that's kind of upsetting me with my Spiritborn is just I just am not finding anything to upgrade my my aspects anymore, and that's really one of the things I need now.
The biggest thing is a lot of the if you have aspects that still need upgrades, there's a good chance it has to come from an ancestral. Because that's a lot of what I run into is...
I pretty much am destroying everything now at this point. Like,
yeah, but I run into a lot of the aspects I have that are not maxed. The only reason they're not maxed is because I haven't found an ancestral that has a max roll. Because that's literally all that's what's holding it back, is getting that drop to happen.
you know what? Let's... Oh, but then I can't do anything with Mystic Circles.
Well, not with that attitude.
Well, there is another one I've been considering, and it's to take off Mystic Circles, the Plains Power one, for whenever I cast a Gorilla skill, which is all the ones that keep me alive and generate all my barriers, I do 100% extra damage.
Right.
Or is it 100% extra damage? I know it's something about damage. Oh, let's see, offensive. I don't remember what it's called. Let's see real quick. Basic skill, Iron, Storm Feathers, no. Centipede, no. Mystic Circle, I'm already using that. Casting a Gorilla skill increases your weapon damage by 30% of your armor for 3 seconds. Maximum 1500 bonus weapon damage. Meanwhile, Plains Power is whenever I am in a Mystic Circle, all my Jaguar skills keep me at max ferocity, which is 14 stacks, and increase my damage by 4.2%, because that's currently what I have it at for the rank, because I can't find the max rank.
Yeah.
So 14, math is hard.
14 times 4.2?
4.2, yeah. I haven't calculated, dude.
Yeah.
14 times 4.2. 4.2. That doesn't sound right. 14 times 4.2. That's a 58.8% damage increase, like total damage, not just weapon damage. Yeah, so it's either that or extra 30% damage based on my armor. I think, and I generate those circles pretty easily.
Yeah.
I think honestly, the Plains Power is going to do me better. Oh yeah, since I'm in town, let's take all my boxes. Those go in the stash. Paragon board. Yes, I know, I'm trying to get more strength in my build game. Fucking hell. I was like, oh, you can't activate this, you need more strength. I know! I'm working on it.
Work harder.
So now here's the next thing that I got to figure out with this. So where is the Ring of Starless Skies? So spending your primary resource reduces the cost and increases the damage by 10% up to 50% for 3 seconds. Okay. But I will also be losing a fuck ton of critical strike damage and a fuck ton of critical strike damage.
That is fair.
You know what? One of them is a shite roll and got bricked.
It's actually a min roll on maximum resource for the baseball boots you gave me.
I could have swore I gave you.
That's fine. It is something until I can start farming it myself. Doesn't bother me all that much.
This is disgusting with what it just did. So Durham, did I tell you what my GA was on my ring?
No.
Attack speed.
Oh god.
It just masterworked on the attack speed.
Oh god. You know how good that would be for this-
33.3% increased attack speed.
So I did play with the Andariels a little bit for this build. Honestly, the passives that Call of the Nameless gives me, it's noticeable, the damage drop. Even with a double roll on attack speed, so that the Andariels is giving like 54%.
Just because of all of those passives of
Just
knocking
because of
people down
all
and shit.
those ranks of passives that I lose. It's just such a sharp drop.
Hey, Chris.
Oh yeah, this is. I'm actually gonna come out and say it. Ring of Starless Skies is shit for me.
Well, I mean, to be fair, not every Uber works with every build. I mean,
No, but
Selig would work for this build for survivability, but it would take away from my damage because of synergy.
yeah, this one.
Hey, Chris, while I am on my rogue, before I hop off of him real quick, what does your skill tree look like?
Give me a moment. I'm leaving this pit run anyway, because
You're good.
It
Like-
never hurts to try something.
no. But that was a tier 85, and I had only killed 2 elite packs in that entire time that I had been in there. It's that much of a fucking damage drop.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna look. So the preparation, critical strike,
Obviously.
622%. And my actual critical strike damage itself is at 2787. 36 for the overall critical. And yeah, 662%. So yeah, that's pretty big damage dump. So for this one, it is you just want me to throw a share screen up, or do you want me to just list it off as I go?
You can just list it off. Okay, so just start with the basic, and then just move down
1 point
from there.
into blade shift, up into enhanced.
Okay, and then on to cores.
1 into barrage.
1 into barrage. That's rapid fire, you fucking moron. Barrage, there we go. Okay, what next?
Then 3 in stutter step.
Okay.
Wait, sorry, 2 in stutter step.
Okay, 2 in stutter step.
2 into sturdy.
Okay.
3 into siphoning strikes.
Done.
And then down to the agility skills.
Okay.
Caltrops and enhanced caltrops.
Okay.
And then we grab, for the passives, 3 of 3 in unstable elixirs, 3 into trick attacks, and 3 into weapon mastery.
Unstable elixirs, trick attacks, weapon mastery. Nothing in Balestra. Okay.
Nope. And then dash, and then enhanced dash and discipline dash.
Discipline dash. Okay. We done here?
And then, yep, then down to subterfuge.
Subs. Smoke bomb,
5,
right? Or
Yes.
smoke grenade?
Yep, 1 in smoke grenade, and then just the enhanced.
Enhanced.
And then malice and exploit down underneath that. 3 in both of those.
Okay.
And then 5 in dark shroud. And then enhanced dark shroud.
Okay.
And then down in the imbuements, we grab the passives on the left. We grab Deadeye, 3 of those.
Okay.
And then 1 into shadow imbuement. Then
Okay.
enhanced and mixed.
Enhanced. Mixed.
And then the passives for the poison imbue, we grab 1 in
Consuming
deadly
shadows.
venom. No, we don't grab either of those actually.
1 in deadly venom. Okay.
And then 3
Wait,
in
did you say
alchemical
poison
advantage.
imbuement or shadow imbuement?
Shadow imbuement.
Okay. And then how many in it? Alchemical advantage?
3.
Okay.
And
Are
then
we done here?
grab 1 in cold imbue, and then take that down to mixed as well.
Mixed.
And
Where?
then-
Oh, so
cold-
enhanced
cold
and then
imbue,
mixed.
enhanced,
Okay.
and then mixed. Yep.
Okay.
And then 3 in frigid finesse,
Okay.
and then down on ultimate skills, obviously 5 in rain of arrows, and take it all the way down so you get the prime and the supreme.
And that's all I can do for now.
Okay.
I will have 11 points left. Where are they going? What?
3, 6, 9, 10. What I got.
Okay, maybe I have 10.
Impetus
Imp-
on the top, passive on the ultimate,
Okay,
Top
yeah.
left.
Yeah, I see it.
and then just above rain of arrows unto dawn, take 3 of those,
Okay.
and then straight down from the ultimate symbol in second wind, take 3 of those.
Okay, so 3, 3, 3, and then what's the
Precision is the key passive.
precision? Okay, I think that's
And
the
then
last of them.
for your specialization is preparation.
Obviously, because we're using an ult. Like for our main damage.
Lots of ults.
Alright, cool. That'll get me started for now. Because I'm level 50, and it was just like, okay, so I need something.
I need to do the things.
What exactly do you have on your skill tree? Or, not your skill tree, your skill bar, because I can set that up at least.
I have Smoke Grenade, Rain of Arrows, Barrage, Caltrops, Dash, and the other one's just kind of there.
Oh, okay. So just
So
make
it can
sure
be
that
either one of the imbuements just for the sheer shits and giggles of it.
Because with Word of a Con, you never have to cast an imbue anyway.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
It gives
just
your
need to
rain
have
of
it, but-
arrows all of the imbuements. That's
The
what
main
makes it
reason
so
we
good.
take the mixed on the skill tree for both of those is because it capitalizes. So enemies infected by Shadow Imbuement take 12% increased non-physical damage with the mixed. And then for the Cold Imbuement mixed, Cold Imbued skills are deal 20% increased damage to crowd-controlled enemies, double this against frozen enemies. Well, you tend to freeze people frequently.
Alright, so right now I've got Rain of Arrows, Barrage, Caltrops, Dark Shroud, Smoke Grenade, and Dash. Is there anything else that's like super essential on the skill bar?
Nope, because Caltrops is great for bosses because especially if they're stationary bosses, because the longer they stand in the Caltrops, the more damage they take from you.
Okay.
That's why, like, when I do it, you'll see my damage, like, it builds pretty quick, and then all of a sudden it just chunks, because they've been there for 2 seconds.
So I need ranks in the imbuements, but I don't even need them on my skill bar for it to work?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Just double checking.
The main reason we don't run poisoning is because we're running Aura of Siphoning.
Oh yeah, I should set up my witch powers too. What do you got?
Aura Specialization, Hex of Flames, Shaken
Aura
Soul.
Hex of Flames. I do have that somewhere. I don't like one of the first ones.
It's in the
Hex of
first
Flames,
row.
here we go. Alright, Shaken Soul.
Yep.
That sounds like what I'm gonna have to level up. Where is it?
It's up there next to Hex
on the
of
top
Flames.
row in the middle.
Oh, hell yeah, it's level 20 already. Thank you, Quest, that told me to level up 10 of them.
Easy
Alright,
peasy
so-
buddy, that
Random
one.
ones.
Yeah, I just picked random ones. So I've
to
got
be
Aura
fair,
of
Shaken Soul
Siphoning,
is
Aura
really
Specialization, Hex of Flames, Shaken Soul. What was the last one?
I run Aura of Misfortune because it's just, I do that for, like, mob clearing, because you just, as you damage things, they get vulnerable, and they get hit with the Aura of Misfortune, and then they are, because they are debuffed multiple times, they have more of a chance for Hex of Flames to proc on them, which means more Piranhitos.
Yes.
That's fair. And what's the unique one that you're using? Piranado?
Piranado.
Naturally. Why would you not?
I mean, I do damage to things, clear the fuck over there, and guess what? 99% of the time, Piranhas.
Alright, cool.
You guessed it, piranhas.
Now we're gonna go with no armor whatsoever
We're in
and
the
see if
middle
we
of
get
a desert. Why are there piranhas here? Yes.
Welcome to
Hi, how are ya?
D&D 3.5. Where shit spawns in locations it doesn't fucking belong. Because you would do random encounter tables and you just roll the dice and it's like, hey, you got a camel. You're in the middle of a goddamn swamp.
I really don't
Also-
want a camel.
I don't like the fact that my buddy did this to me, so my friend that is well versed with the 3 and 3.5 era, because he knows about Raymond's bullshit, and now he knows about your gentleman's bullshit, because I have referenced it.
Hey, look, it's not my fault that my DMs allowed me to take silent casting and use it with Phantasmal Killer, okay?
But the thing here is he gets a hold of me today, and he goes, I did bad things. And it's like, what do you mean? And he goes, pick an iconic cartoon character. It's like, okay, Bugs Bunny. He goes, Cool. So, by the way, Bugs Bunny happens to be a level 30 illusionist warrior. Like, pray tell, and he just sits there and he goes, hear me out. He goes, now, while he technically classifies as a warrior, he's cross-spec'd more into rogue than in warrior, but I digress. He goes on this long list, and it fucking makes sense.
Oh yeah, no, there's many cases of people who have taken Bugs Bunny and turned him into a character in D&D.
But the illusionist one makes the most sense.
Oh yeah, it 100% does.
And the worst part is he gave him a 3.5 skill.
Which one?
Furious Mockery. If they don't save, then they just get so belligerent that they can't do anything and end up killing their party or themselves trying to hurt him.
Yup. I am acutely aware of that one.
That was for the audience that doesn't know. And as soon as he said that he gave him one of the 3.5 traits, I was sitting there like, please don't let it be Furious Mockery. And he goes, Furious Mockery, I like that, makes the most sense, but god damn it, that's bullshit. Elmer Fudd gets so mad that he can't fucking kill Bugs Bunny, so he goes home and kills himself.
That'll show him. What?
I'll show that wascally wabbit.
I'm gonna do a Kurt Cobain. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting Kurt Cobain.
Be very, very quiet. We're painting a ceiling.
Oh, and I'm streaming.
Trigger warning. Oh wait, it's a little too late for that.
Yeah, I mean, it's over an hour in at this point. We should be good, right? Nobody's gonna watch that much of it.
The censors have found you.
Alright, time to hop on my big character. Level up my rogue some more.
Oh, Neil, so you and your wonderful sparky knowledge here.
Oh no.
Have you gotten to deal with med gas walls yet?
No, that sounds horrifying. What is that?
Let's see if somebody hasn't opened the picture yet. God damn it, it won't let me go back. I'll take a picture of it tomorrow and I'll send it to you. So there are these wonderful 10-foot tall by like 6-foot wide prefabricated wall sections that come in. By prefabricated, I mean it's got your outlets in there. Figure out how you're getting your conduit out of it, though, bud.
No.
And by the way, there are 6 stacked sets of outlets on one side. There's 6 stacked outlets on the other side. There's also 5 stacking monitor relays and interfaces on both sides on the top. Oh, and by the way, you can't interfere with, and you have to have stuff so far away from the actual med gas that comes in, and you don't know where it's coming in until they decide to run it.
Of course not.
You know one's going down the middle, so that one, you're good there. Yeah, the rest of it, you ain't got a clue.
Good luck.
Pretty fucking much.
So I know we're using a bow for this. What are we using for the melees? Daggers or swords?
Swords.
Swords for your crit.
Makes sense.
Unless you're a dumbass like me and ended up finding a critical strike greater affix on a fucking dagger.
Well, for, you know, when those guys get really close to you, you get that extra damage.
I mean, I took damage versus distant off of 90% of my gear, and I just have critical damage on all of it, and so I quite frankly don't care if you're close to me or not.
I was just being silly, but okay.
I know. Like at this point, it's just been full send. I don't care. Like, you want to get close to me? Fine. Fuck you. Because I was having a real big problem there for a little bit with the fact that a lot of the bosses in the pits were like the Den Mother and Scourge of the Earth.
You know which one I found my build actually has issues with? That fucking skittering abomination.
Yeah, because of all the goddamn flies.
It's not even that. It's he has that push attack that interrupts me.
Yep.
So I'll be in the middle of like my channel cycle and then suddenly I'm just pushed. Okay, yeah, you know, you're right. You're totally right. I don't need to do this to do damage to you. I can just stand here.
Oh, hey, there was a treasure goblin that popped up in there.
You say paint smear funny.
Basically what it was. Just all of a sudden I heard, wow! And I just saw loot flying everywhere. I was like, oh hey, there was a treasure goblin in there. I'm helping. By helping, I mean taking over.
Well, now I'm running double swords.
Look at all them chickens, Eddie.
I love Jackson Badass.
Chicken!
One of my favorite episodes was when they were at Ross Farm and Ed just puts a fucking chicken in his mouth and he won't let it out. And Double D just goes, "For God's sake, Ed, give it some air!"
Why, Chris, good sir, my ult seems to be not coming back very quickly.
That's
It's
why
almost
you
like
need
the
that,
it's almost like the
GA
build isn't built yet. Yeah.
need that GA cooldown reduction. It is essential.
That and I should
Come on,
probably actually
Champion
go
of
get
Darkness,
preparation
come out
at
of the
some
fucking
point.
puddles of exploding bullshit.
That cost extra, sir?
Well, I found the ravaged corpse, and I was doing the whisper, and like every time his little group of guys would spawn in, you'd just see them just popcorn instantaneously.
Right.
And so it's just mountains and mountains of them exploding and exploding and exploding. And
Yeah, that's what they do whenever I'm there. It's just a game of Pop Goes the Weasel.
oh, he's dead. Yeah, I ain't even gonna worry about that.
Why
I saw
is
that
that
bar.
waypoint undiscovered all the time? Hell, that's where the rogues go for their shit. It pisses me off.
Ah, but you see, it's not essential.
I guess if you're not a rogue.
I mean, you know, it makes sense that, you know, every other stronghold that has a waypoint, it auto-claims the waypoint, except for fucking Toldora.
I just remember the conversation we had about that in my world. On my big character. You know, I'm tired of Jeremy complaining whenever we come to my world that that stronghold isn't done. There, I'm gonna go do it. I did it.
Does
I
not
totally
claim the
forgot
waypoint.
Totally forgot.
This poor man is outgunned and outclassed in a way that he cannot comprehend.
Yeah, it checks out.
The cocoon guys spawned in. There was a barb that was earthquaked out, fully fucking prepared. I counted 12 earthquakes on the ground.
That's like a new thing, right? That didn't
Yes.
exist before.
That's one of the new uniques.
No, so they could do earthquakes before. The thing that's different this time around is the Mountain of the Mantle's Fury. If you hit it with Hoda, then they explode and they deal all their damage instantly as opposed to damage over time.
Oh, cool! Another damage over time build that works better than mine.
It's because new unique and therefore it's borked.
Yep, it's
Ah.
not balanced. It's Blizzard balanced, in that it's not balanced.
Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Instantaneously one-shots every boss in the game. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Except the Necros. Fuck them. They get to sit in the corner.
You know, to be fair, Word of Akan has been out for several seasons now, and it still can one-tap bosses, so...
Hey, Hordes is tree bucks. Also expired. Goddamn motherfucker.
I was like, oh really? Never mind.
About where I was.
Like, I know I don't have to full clear every single Undercity run. But unfortunately for everybody that exists down here, they're made of fucking experience.
Right. Didn't know you were gone.
I vaguely recall him saying something about...
We're taking it in turns, because apparently I guarantee I'm gonna be gone.
Bye!
Why?
How?
She's a what?
See, I have I have a strong distaste for book talk people purely because all they read is smut. It's not real. That's all well and good, but most all the book talk, like all the main book talk books are smut, therefore book talk is a lie. Fight me. Oh yeah, I know of that one. I actually think I've read that one. I read a lot when I was younger. And then Erickson happened and ruined reading for me. I need to find out what Eden's favorite flower is.
Oh God, run! Yeah, the crazies like sunflowers.
I was gonna
That
say,
explains a lot.
joke's on you, 6 into that shit.
Yeah, no wonder he ends up fucked over and depressed and getting drunk as fuck off of a fucking 5th.
Wait,
This
6
is a
drinking?
this is a
I gotta
fucking
go.
occupational hazard.
Yeah, you know, pretty sure my oven is, I gotta go. I gotta leave.
Don't tell me Edens are sunflowers too.
No, it's fucking, you
Okay.
talking about sick drinking. You know, I need to leave.
He's gonna rape you, Durn.
Please no. Even Satan needed consent.
He's gonna fuck that fish.
I've got a Lopunny, Batman.
Lost on a planet Pokemon, Batman.
No, Joker. You can't do that. It's an animal.
That's. I love how he's just trying to talk over you at this point.
Shut the fuck up.
Define decorative cowboy style knife, please. I am
so curious right now.
Yeah, you made that up. That's not a thing.
That is not a thing.
I'm from Texas, and it's not a thing.
I'm gonna need you to take a picture and just send it to the group chat.
So a Bowie knife. She got you a Bowie knife.
She got you a Bowie knife. Decorative cowboy knife. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, she got you a
So a
Texas
gay
knife.
Bowie
Got
knife.
it.
A gay Bowie knife.
Please don't tell me you just saying it's a combat knife that's got a paracord handle. Oh, Jesus, fuck.
Ah, a Mall Ninja knife. I love it.
I will say this, if the apocalypse happens and you decide to try to use one of those knives on me, you're going to be cut from ear to ear before you can realize what the fuck happened.
Oh no.
I do distinctly remember there was an argument about who was the original Joker in the Friends group. That just randomly brought that back from the ether. And then I had someone that tried to lecture me. When I've been around longer. Uh-oh.
The outlet cover decided to go for an adventure. Good thing there's no school tomorrow.
Wait, the what decided to go for an adventure?
The outlet cover. There's no school tomorrow, so there's no daycare because she's got all teachers' kids now. And then it was funny because Jayla found out that it was a snow day. And she goes, "Chris, does that mean we can build a snowman?" Unfortunately, my job's not.
Here you
schooling
what
their
a bit. Oh.
assholes.
Yeah, work doesn't care if you live or die.
Unfortunately.
See, here's the thing. The school
Either
system
you-
cares if you freeze. My job does not. Get the work done.
So here's the thing, sweetie. The school cares if you live or die. My job, however, expects my corpse to come to work if something happens to me.
Derm, back when we first started chit-chatting and I was like dying sick at the fucking factory and my boss calls me and I put it on speaker.
I remember.
Neil wasn't around for this one. Sick, I know you weren't either. Because this was funny as shit. This lady legitimately was like, "So, are you coming into work?" And I just said, "I have 102.5 degree fever. I have been puking my brains out all day. I literally just ate my first solid thing for the last 48 hours. I am not coming into... No, I will not be coming into work." And then she just listed off the symptoms back to me. And I just said, yep. And she just... "So, are you going to be in at lunch then, or..." I just flat out was like, "Nicole, you repeated literally everything back to me except for the most important part. I am too tired and sick for this shit. I will get fired if this conversation continues. I'll bring in my doctor's note on Tuesday. Goodbye." Click. She tried calling me back 5 minutes later.
She did.
Because I had her ringtone set up to the purge alarm.
I remember because it was like, well, I think we were actually trying to do something on Destiny for the first time in like a couple of days because you were finally at least somewhat sentient, and your phone started going off, and I was like, "Did she really just fucking call you back?"
And I just said, yes, she did. And then I think it was Dragon was in the party. Aren't you going to answer? And I said, nope.
Fuck that.
You're probably going to get in trouble when you go back to work. Just like, I'm already going to be in trouble because I didn't come in at lunch.
That's exactly
lunch.
Right. Oh my god.
Yeah, the Lion, the
Fucking
Witch, and the
Nicole.
audacity of this bitch is exactly fucking right. That was my
That
factory job in
sums-
and of itself. It's literally
But that
one of those
summed
things
her
that my
up.
bosses at this time were so bad that I swear to Christ it would be 100% accurate that I could have been on my way into work, died in a fucking car accident. The state patrol could call them and say, "Hey, just
How
want to
could
let
you
you
do
know
this?
he
We're
died."
short-staffed today.
No, it wouldn't even be that. It would be, "Hey, so he died.
So
And
he'll be here in 20 minutes.
So he'll be late." And then, "No, you don't understand. We're literally loading what little bit of flesh leather we can into the meat wagon right now. He's dead." "Oh, so he'll be in at lunch then." That was her favorite thing to say to literally everyone. It's like, you could be dying in a fucking hospital room. "So, are you going to be able to make it in at lunch then? At least take at least keep half of a point."
I didn't even know the bitch, and I fucking hated her. Just hearing this makes me hate her again. God, she was annoying.
I still thought it was funny as hell because that was back when I was on the printer line too, and the red ink, Derm, the red ink that I absolutely fucking raged about.
Because I remember I got off work and I came back, and that was when we were both working nights. And then as soon as I got on it, and just, so what are we getting into? And I didn't even let you finish your statement. I just fucking murder. And
Oh my god, I forgot about the red ink.
And then bad night. I just like, I was working with fucking red pudding all goddamn night. And so, since you guys weren't around for this, so at my insulin syringe factory that I was working at, we had red ink for Japan and Asia, and we had black for literally everybody else. The red ink was like a really thick latex acrylic paint. It wasn't even ink. And it would just randomly plug up the nozzles all fucking night. Like, there's literally not a goddamn thing you can do about it. The guy in front of me, whenever we would change over to red, I would let him know. I would let the entire downline know, like, hey, we're changing over to red. Guys, keep a hawk eye on your shit because there's a good chance I'm not going to catch all of it. And one night, like this night in particular, the reason why I was so goddamn mad is I got a rejection. I caught it fairly quickly. It was only like a half of a bin of the needle line in front of me, which is only around 1,000 units. That's not very much, considering my machines will spit out 200,000 an hour. So 1,000 is pretty fucking good. I get done getting it all sorted out. This bitch comes over, and it's a full-on The Lion, the Witch, and the Audacity of this bitch. And she comes up, and she just starts chewing my ass because I got a 1,000-unit rejection, and it's completely unacceptable. The guy on the needle line, I summarized it to Derm at one point back in the day. I said, we got this little fucking Crip gang going on in the back of the fucking building here. We're the back of line 8. No one dares to come back here because they're going to get called out and their feelings are going to get hurt.
Right.
Because the guy in front of me, I don't think I ever actually told you, like, what Larry did before he worked at the factory. So, first he was a combat engineer in the fucking army.
Alright, one last run.
We're already up in the crazy level, and then after that he was explosives engineer for the Corps of Engineers.
Yeah, a few screws loose.
Not shit scares that man. Sure as shit ain't some, as he put it, sure as shit isn't some spineless, pencil-necked motherfucker from a fucking, that got a piece of paper saying they can tell me what to do. And he told our bosses that on numerous occasions when they would try to chew his ass, because he was like the last setup operator in the building that would run the stuff and do service on it. And so it was funny as hell when he had his set days. It was Tuesdays and Fridays, every Tuesday and Friday that we worked. That line was down for at least 45 minutes. He would go through and he would do his lube carts, he would do everything, he would service the machines, be back up and running. And it always ran immaculately, because he did this shit religiously. And she came over and chewed his ass one night because it was down. And he immediately just looked at her and he said, "Do you want your fucking numbers?" And she just, "Well, yeah, but that's why I'm over here, because we're not getting our numbers because you're down." "Well, the reason we're getting our numbers on the normal is because I do this now. I'm not going to sit here and let some spineless, pencil-neck motherfucker that thinks they have a piece of paper that can tell me what to do, tell me how to do my job when I've been doing it for 30 years. Then she threatened to write him up, and then he immediately just pulled his pen that he used for checking all of his shit and his inspections out, and he goes, "Well, whip it out. I'll sign it right now."
So people tended to stay the fuck away from the corner of Line 8 because they didn't want to deal with me or Larry because I was the same way. I would tell a bitch off and I'd hurt their feelings. And I did that night. I told her off because red ink, it's literally inevitable. You're gonna have a rejection. It's just a matter of how bad.
But I mean, as long as you fucking catch it, it's not an issue.
It did not get out of the pills bins.
Then you're good.
And she decided to make a big old to-do about it, tried to write me up. The next night, took somebody, physically told me that I was not running the printers, I was going somewhere else and I was doing packaging. To which I said I'm using vacation and going home.
That's crazy, bye.
Hey, I'm back.
And then the guy who was running it in my stead calls me and, hey, so how do you keep these fucking jets from plugging? I said, you don't.
Oh, I know the start of this joke.
You just hope that you catch them and in time, and you just walk around with a cotton swab and literally just take the handle of it and just keep shoving it in there and fuck the nozzle until it starts spraying again. It's all you can do. There's not a goddamn thing else you can do about it. Because it'll throw it out of viscosity if you use too much thinner.
Then you're up Shit's Creek without a paddle.
Yep, then you gotta slag the whole fucking system. And then he says, okay, well, because Nicole's pissed. I'm like, okay, what's fucking new?
Alright, tell me something I didn't know.
So he didn't catch it in his previous 2 inspections. He didn't have a 0 line because one of the nozzles got plugged, and he didn't have it for almost 3 hours.
That's what we call a big old oof.
I said, well, maybe next time she'll understand that what I did wasn't so fucking bad.
I'm gonna need you to do better next time, Chris.
Yeah, well, I don't work there no more. It ain't my problem.
Still gonna need you to do better. So you'll be in by lunch, right?
Nah. Me and one of the other printer operators one night, though, we joked around and sat there, was like, you know, you have any idea how bad we could fuck up? And, like, just have a nervous breakdown from hell and just completely fuck this place up? Like, I'm acutely aware of how bad it could be. Because the one thing that a lot of people don't know about the way this factory is set up is, so the entire thing runs off of pneumatics. I literally have a vacuum line that runs from my machine over to the next area, and then they have a vacuum line that runs from theirs over to the next area, and they have one that runs to any of the packaging lines, depends on which one is running for them. Now, because this being a medical facility, there is very stringent rules for that. Especially pertaining to things such as blood.
Mm-hmm. Wow, they're real picky about that shit.
One little slice of the finger and then just a few little drips down in the... Down in the, But just a few little drips down in the vacuum line while there's barrels going through there. Right when the lines are about to hit a changeover. When it starts dispersing to other lines.
Yup.
You could have a lot of problems really quickly.
That's a fucking understatement.
It's like, it's a real good thing that we've got some sanity here and wouldn't do something like that, right? And then I'm sitting there kind of going, yeah. Tell me how that works again. The real Streebucks, by the way.
I'll join you in a second. I'm in the middle of beating Longtooth for the 17th time.
On what?
Yes, you go all the way with Shadow Clone. Because, so, early on, I did not did not optimize it, like, by using it at all. But, I will go ahead and tell you right now, you are going to use it, especially for boss fights, in the higher tier stuff. Because if you don't, you're not going to do any fucking damage. You will feel it. It is something I have learned with this build and that's, you want to use it. Hold on. Take what? No. Only thing you want is the top left one, Impetus. And while Victimize is what we use for leveling, you're going to get Momentum.
Yeah, you'll want Momentum until you start getting to, like, Torment levels.
Yeah, Momentum is going to be great for you, and it'll help with that movement speed stuff because it stacks 10 times while you're channeling your Dance of Knives. So you'll get a 30% movement speed just from that once you get to 10 stacks.
Oh, goody!
I'm on math.
Later on, you're going to
So-
swap to Victimize. About Torment 3 is when you're going to want to try and swap to Victimize.
Chris, it's not as bad as I thought.
What's that?
I have not
Turns out
been
when I'm
looking.
revving, I actually have positive resistances. Because in town, I'm sitting at like negative 2.4. Right here, I'm at negative 0.9, and when I'm revving, I'm at a positive 5% resistance to cold, poison, and shadow. So it's not as bad as I thought, but it's still pretty bad. Oh my gosh, no.
How much Omnicite do I have now? 2419.
Alright, I gotta empty my inventory real quick and then I'll be there.
It's time to punch a maggot in his dick. Does he only have one dick as a maggot?
Hey!
He's full of maggots, so I
Hey.
guess he's just a big old bag of dicks.
I shall now request to join your group.
I was LFG in the other night again. Don't worry, guys. I only got around 25 runs of this fucker.
I have none. I have no shards of agony.
How many do I have now? I have 50 testicles and 55 meth rocks. I'm sorry. I have 100. Did I say that? 100 testicles. That's okay. You want to know how much distilled fear I have, Chris?
How much?
303.
We can get some boots.
I'd like some.
What does that fucker drop for the Necro?
Ugh.
We'll have to
I
look
don't
after
know.
this.
Hold
Training
on.
I don't
begins
know.
now.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
what?
Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna hide over here. Some of us aren't built for this just yet. I mean, I can do it, but I have a hard time.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, Neil.
Give me something cool.
Razor blade.
What's that? Nothing? Because my character doesn't use any of this bullshit? Spiritboard is the worst to get stuff that transfers to other people?
It's because
Do you
Spirit
want a
Bomb was
flicker
built with
step?
No.
Did you get an X-Falls? I'll take an X-Falls.
I did not.
Oh.
I did
You
get
know-
a flicker step with GA on ultimate damage, though.
Ooh. Why aren't we using that?
We were asking Beast and
Because
What does
we need
Beastfall
the
do again?
So Beastfall grants you resource, which we need.
gives you ultimate cooldown, which is also nice and gets you closer to that 10-second mark if you need a little bit extra. And then the intrinsic on it, when you cast an ultimate skill, your next core skill consumes all of your energy and deals more damage, blah, blah, blah. But anyway...
You were asking
we
what
need
Beast
to-
and Ice drops for Necro, Chris, right?
Yeah. The big thing is we have to get to 150 resource for this to pop. Because then you use all of it. So there's a 10-second cooldown. Use 150 resource. Per 75 resource, you get 5-second cooldown. So then it's back, boom, back, boom, back, boom, back, boom, back, boom.
I'm
Drift.
sorry? Why have I not been using this? Apparently it doesn't matter.
Using what?
I'm at 0 vigor and I'm still casting my core skill.
How?
I don't know.
But yeah, I'm trying to figure out what all he drops for the Necro because I'm trying to theory craft this.
Indira's
Reaper build.
Memory, the Unmaker, the Mutilator Plate, and the Ring of Mendel.
Oh yeah. I needed that ring for something.
Which is still broken, and they fixed everybody else's uniques this season, but once again, beat the shit out of the Necro and make him sit in the corner.
I should see if I can incorporate this into my build somehow. Oh, good lord, I don't have my correct stuff on.
It's fine, Neil. He can't even spit, Neil.
He tries. That's worth something, right? He at least put in the effort.
Hey, look, an X-Files.
Is it any good?
I mean, it doesn't have any fucking greater affixes, but I mean, to be fair, you don't even fucking have one, so...
I have exactly one, but it's like near min on everything. Oh, except for vulnerable damage. For some reason, that did not get min on mine.
I mean, really, the only good thing about it's the aspect.
Here you go, have a soul
Okay.
brand.
Yeah.
What happened?
What?
It was cursed.
Cursed.
Wait, what happened?
fuck is
What
wrong
are you
with
trying
it?
to have?
I just chucked a soul brand on the ground. Oh, he was able to spit that time.
You motherfucker! I told you I wasn't ready.
Oh, shit.
I told you. I'm not built for this just yet.
It's okay, just shield me with your forehead.
Apparently.
He'll still die.
Patience, patience, my friend. He will still die.
I mean, the problem was I was standing right here.
To be fair, Chris, the my Call of the Nameless, my Greater Affix Trick Attacks did roll one of the 25% boost, so I'm getting +5 to Trick Attacks from that. But I'm also kind of getting +5 to Unstable Elixirs because I rolled 2 of the 25% boost on it.
Well, there you go.
So, you know, I'm only getting, let's see, Trick Attack, so, you know, dazing an enemy can dazing or stunning them increases my crit strike chance and damage up to 96%. And,
I mean, as I'm...
my Unstable Elixirs, you know, drinking a potion increases my damage by 48% multiplicatively for 10 seconds. I'm not saying that I can do damage, but I can't do what you're doing. That much is for sure.
Neil, you weren't here the night that I finally actually looked at the damage numbers. How much damage do you think my Rain of Arrows is doing per? Like what the tooltip is?
How much?
Just throw out a guess, and I'll tell you whether you're low, and then I'll tell you the number.
I'm gonna say, like the whole animation is like how many hits? Or
that many?
That looks like a bunch of different instances of damage. Are you asking about like? Fuck it, I'm just gonna call out a number. I'm gonna say 45 mil a hit.
You're not far off. 30,318,656.
No, I went over. Damn it, I lost on the prices right.
But now, the other thing here that, because I said that to somebody and they were sitting there going, oh, my Hammer of the Ancients does more than that. Yeah, that's all well and good, but how much overpower do you have? And then, I'm sitting at 1,000, and I just, okay, that's cool. Like, what other multipliers you have there, he's just building into overpower. Okay, so, mine deals 30 million, but I also have close to a 3,000. I've got 2,936% on the crit damage. If by chance it overpowers, that's another 140%. I still have 40% vulnerable damage. I have 457% increase to all damage. Damage with cold, 323. Damage with poison, 323. Damage with shadow, 323. Damage with ultimate, plus 4,734%. Damage with marksman skills, plus another 218%. Damage with imbued skills, plus another 245%. Damage versus distant is sitting at 827%. And if it's an elite, that's another 196% damage. And so help you God if you're healthy, because that's another 96% damage.
I have almost 500% extra damage versus crowd-controlled enemies. And I do 413% extra damage to elites. My damage versus injured. Oh, I was in my inventory.
Me too.
I forgot to drop caltrops.
Is there anything else I need for the rogue here?
Not from him.
Okay. Hey, another X-Balls.
Can
Can you stop giving me like 100 damage above like the mid-roll for X-Balls, please?
He refuses. Alright, I have up to 238 on my Paragons.
I saw somebody leave. I'm going to use that as a chance to clear out my inventory.
Oh, I'm done with him.
I'm at 238 and I have my bird.
Oh, yeah, cleared out 7?
Yeah. I managed to hit the 75 and now I can farm 75. I've gotten to that point.
All right.
How many did you need on that last on Destroyer in order to pass? Is it
You need 8.
7?
8 out of 10.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Buckle my
6,
shoe.
7.
I appreciate that.
I either open 25 exposed routes in 15 minutes or just go on a fucking murder fiesta and open 10 tortured gifts in the Helltide.
Honestly, the
Or collect
25...
750 or collect 750 Aether in a single run of Infernal Hordes, which I always get shafted.
Honestly, the 25 exposed routes within 15 minutes is really fucking easy. Just follow the cocoons. You'll be done in no time.
I thought it was follow the sounds of spiders.
Follow the fucking cocoon or get no roots. Your choice.
Shuffle faster, bitch. I want to see what's new in here. Tehal is taking longer than expected. Something may be wrong.
Oh, the shop.
Yeah, bitch can't shuffle.
I'm looking at it right now. Hey, there's a free gift. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want my free gift.
Oh, hey, it looks just like those other swords that were free. Except this one's two-handed, it looks like. I was correct.
Wait, does she have another free gift?
Yeah, you're supposed to get like several of them during this event.
Oh.
Wait, nobody told me that there were free things? I would have logged on more.
She didn't have anything new free for me. All she gave me was a shitty bow skin.
That's not a dragon, that's a horse.
A horse is a horse, of course, of course.
Name that show. Name that show right now.
Oh, forgot I was still in a group.
No, it's fine, I'll do it. I'll get my ass kicked. Aww.
Hey! I got a bow that has double greater affix on it, and one of the greater affixes is fucking crit strike.
Nice.
If only now...
Oh, hey, did you still have that other sword that has a GA on the crit?
I literally have never gotten rid of any of them.
Okay.
They are still both in my... Actually, all three of the swords I kept are still in my fucking inventory.
That reminds me, Chris, I've got some gloves that have a greater affix to overpower. Do you need those or anything? Or you too, Durham, same question?
Overpower? I don't do overpower.
Yeah. Wasn't sure.
Only time I overpower is when I pick a Blast Wave Shrine.
Chris, what about your Necro? Doesn't your Necro do overpower?
It does at this current moment.
So it's got, like I said, greater affix to overpower, near max on extra attack speed, and you can roll off dexterity, I guess, because you need intelligence instead. So I guess you're stuck with attack speed. If you're interested, I will make sure to trade that to you.
1 1/3 of a schmeckle. What the fuck is this bullshit? Okay. Because, to be fair, out of all of the gear that I have been... You whore. I feel like 6 million is a very fucking fair offer. Considering how long it's taken me to find those 3 swords. Like, holy shit, it is a long and tedious fucking thing.
It's been a long way.
Death awaits.
Why can't I just fast travel to the pit like I can with Nightmare Dungeons? I have to go to Saragar first? This is fucking stupid. 3 out of 10.
What are you doing?
It's okay, he's frozen. He can't hurt us anymore. But the horde of arrows flying overhead sure as shit can.
Don't worry. The man with all the arrows can't hurt you anymore. But his arrows
Why
can.
is the sun gone?
You know, I distinctly remember the sun being on when we started this fight.
What the hell is that? It looks like a big cat. What, like a puma?
The stars made manifest. What color and brilliant.
Chris, you alive over there?
Yup.
Okay.
I've gotten frozen twice, and people thought that I was susceptible because of that.
Gotta get close enough to touch me first, chuckle nuts.
You going through the portal?
I am.
Cool.
Yep, wrong way.
Oh no. Please be a protection shrine. It was artillery.
The stars made manifest.
Okay.
Welcome to Diablo. Aspects.
We need to know what the aspects are. and
Yeah,
what they do.
the name of the
tell it-
pants do not matter. Every time, Chris. Aren't you glad you brought me along?
Neil.
The den mother pounced on
Oh.
me. He had to have a moment.
Six trying to ask a goddamn question. That one. Not that you're using your basic very often, but it's still better than the other one, honestly.
I mean, the best. Did you grab Blade Shift for your first
Yes, he did.
ability? Okay, your rotation there, like, run up, shank something, hit him with a smoke grenade, and then go into your Blade Dance.
Oh, yeah, that is what we were doing originally, wasn't it?
Because once you have that, you are snapshotting all the bonuses for Blade Shift, so you are unhindered, which means you can go through enemies. So if the enemies cluster around you, you can still just dance right through them. What you want? What?
What's your Tucker do?
What does your Tucker want? Don't go getting all stretched and zoomy. It is almost bedtime, sir.
Gotta go fast.
The plus side, I don't have to play with fucking
cum putty tomorrow. I got all my fucking. You missed it last night. I brought up that because I said that I didn't want to go to work today because I had to fucking do sound caulking. You've had to use that. You've had to use that stuff before, I'm sure.
Yeah, more like fire caulking, but
mine's the smoke. Mine's the smoke and sound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I had to use for all of this shit. I had to smoke and sound because every single wall that I'm putting shit through is a smoke wall. It's not a firewall, it's a smoke wall.
Thanks for that pit run, Chris. Now 3 of my 5 glyphs are legendary. 'Cause apparently it has to be 46, not 45.
No, it's
Which is
definitely
fucking
45.
stupid.
Don't know what you're talking about. Mine were all legendary at 45. That was funny.
Welcome back.
Ooh, Griggles available for the thingamabobs.
Griggles is
The
worth $3?
Doomajiggers.
$3. I always need to punch him in the face.
Griggles is
Apparently
gonna
I-
have a bad day.
Apparently I can't escape this man no matter what character I switch to.
To be fair, I am actually running low on griddle supplies after the other day, Durham.
I have...
Feel free to
one
join
more.
on me. I've got a fuck ton. And I'm already on my way to him.
I know, because we were sitting there talking, and I was just using mine over and over again. We were just beating the shit out of him. I've got enough to at least do one.
Same here.
Well, like I said, I'm already on my way.
Well then, yeah, why don't we just join on him so that we can do multiple runs? I always need to farm Griggles.
Neil can't get away
Not a
from
bunch.
him.
Dude, again, my Spiritborn, it's the only uniques I use are from him. My Barb needs some stuff from him. It's like a chest piece, I think.
Yes.
Wait.
The ring I like to use for my build comes from him. Because of course it does. And now I'm told that I need, some other thing for the road.
Fortificon.
Yeah.
You cannot escape the Grigger.
I'm
I
already in
can't.
the room.
Alright,
This random portal just opened on me. I do need more meth rocks.
I was literally standing in the room, game.
Ah,
You think you need to go out?
join party. There we go. Durham, why am I in the middle of nowhere?
I don't know. Same reason it did to me.
It's
Payback's a
revenge.
bitch.
Before we actually fully start this, we'll let the dog out real quick.
Training
He
begins now.
thinks he needs to
Wait,
go outside.
wait, no, I'm not even there.
He thinks he needs to go outside in the sky cocaine again.
Ah, yes, the snow.
It has been snowing here all day, and it was funny as all hell because one of the Sparkies, she kept looking at her phone all day, seeing when the snow was going to stop, and she'd sit there and look at it and like, oh, I guess we're getting another hour of snow, and then, because originally it was supposed to stop at 9, then it was supposed to stop at 10:30, then it was supposed to stop at noon, then it was supposed to stop at 2, then it was supposed to stop at 4, and then it just wasn't supposed to stop until tomorrow. Like, I think it's supposed to snow all the way until, like,
3 o'clock in the morning on, like, Saturday. And she just, like, slapped her phone down on her cart and just, why don't you just fucking say that it's never gonna stop snowing?
Alright, Neil, we got this.
I'll kick his ass from the fucking door.
Quad GAs! Hiya!
Once that wave gets there.
Where's my quad GA, guys?
This guy's got it. Kick his ass.
Kill him! That's a heart. My turn. His corpse is still on the ground.
You guys got this.
Okay. Fuck! What the hell happened? Well, he didn't.
Resistances happened.
Oh, you know what? I wasn't ramping up fast enough. Yay! +4 to barrage. I'm gonna kill myself.
Now I'm gonna let him back in. Hi, Gregory. Come here, Turner.
Mm-hmm.
Come here. Yeah, I was having to get him wiped off because he's gonna go jump on the bed and he's covered in snow.
No, it's fine.
Oh, hey, we're all dead.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, that was your fucking freebie.
New boss. Who dis? Wait, that's the important one. Shit.
Or the lag can happen.
Stun him.
It didn't register that I dodged.
Pick this motherfucker up. Pick him up.
Say again. The bonus damage will apply, yes. As long as it is actually to cutthroat skills, and it's not.
Ooh, that's an ancestral helm. Is it good?
Because, let me look at this here. Your
Fuck me.
marksman and cutthroat skill. Oh. Never mind, duty calls.
And we got
anyway.
this.
Your marksman and cutthroat skills. Your arrow storms deal 58% damage. That is not
Oh, I'm not gonna have enough
giving you
room
bonus
to pick up
damage
everything.
for your cutthroat skills.
Oh shit!
Your cutthroat
I
skills have the lucky hit chance to spawn that.
The bonus is that he's proccing from everything else. Is that stacking with it?
Yes. That it does.
Alright,
Alright, I'm gonna go back to town real quick. Game, I would just really like just 2 to 3 greater affixes. I'm not asking for a quad.
But you did. That's why you're getting nothing.
I thought I dropped that. I was like, I don't remember dropping a Grasp of Shadow.
No, because I mean, if he wants to run the build that I'm running right now, then there you go. There's one that just dropped with a GA on the ultimate damage.
You fucked me up so bad by doing that, Chris. I was like, when the fuck did I drop that?
Hey, what's up? What happened?
He dropped a Grasp of Shadow because I'm on my rogue. I literally just closed my inventory when it hit the ground. I'm like, did I drop that?
I need this for the build, correct?
Yes.
If you're running the same one that I am, then yes. Because that's what
Training
I am.
begins now.
I basically just started stacking ultimate damage on everything except for the legs. Because I need a utility aspect.
It's pretty high, too. Except for the marksman and cutthroat skills. That's base, but it's either 2 or 3, so not like there's that much of a choice. Anybody getting any greater affixes?
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like I'm playing on like Torment, like 2. When it comes to the drop rate.
Last one.
Please something cool. Ancestral Helm. But I think it's only 1 greater affix.
Alright, that was all my
It's definitely not better than what I'm currently wearing, so.
I am empty. Just blew all of my load on that fucking...
Blow thy load.
Yeah, why not?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I got so many beasts and ice, oh my god. That said though, I do need to go to bed. I got work in the morning. Well, I got work tomorrow, but I gotta get up and take Eden to work. We can do some beast and ice tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm going to put Grasp of Shadow in the vault, so I don't forget it.
Good lord, though. Alright. 2 more, so at 240 I will have another increase to my crowd-controlled enemies. Damage to crowd-controlled enemies. But I gotta get another 2 levels to get that. Another 6 will see me get all of the nodes to finish bumping my damage to crowd-controlled enemies. And then it's just making my way down to grab the legendary node.
Yes, dungeon available for $3.
I am currently
Just
trying
playing.
to temper a couple of things.
You're good. I'm just playing. When's the last time we've ever done dungeons for $3?
If
Yeah,
we have
it's just-
keys.
Oh, keys that go directly to them. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's fair. Well, in that case, let me swap over to my rogue. See if I can get some more levels.
I need 28 more levels to be able to get to my legendary node. From where I'm not from where I'm currently at, but I need 28 more to get there because I need to finish grabbing the intelligence nodes.
Jesus Christ on a scooter.
Pretty sure his name is pronounced Jesus.
No, I just pushed everything that I had into this Word of Hakans just to see where we would land, basically. Because
You know, I meant to ask.
I had one
since we
that had
did
the
Griddles.
exact same stats, but it just had more ranks to imbuement skills in my stash. I got it out of a cache, so it's not tradable. I just was like, fuck it, we'll just shove it all in and see what happens. First one hit for the Rain of Arrows cooldown reduction. Okay, cool. We're right where we wanted to be anyway. The next two hit on imbuement skills, so now it's plus 12 to imbuement skills.
You might have a few ranks in imbuement. Alright. Go ahead and turn that off.
Let's see